Hey everyone, so in this video, I'm going to show you the most cost-effective and cleanest way that I've discovered to be able to attach one of these Boss pedals like this DS1 that I have here to a pedal board without damaging this backside or hurting its resale value. So what you're going to need is to go to smallbear.com and get yourself one of these. This is the 125B backplate. These also work for Ibanez pedals like the Tube Screamer. And you're also going to need to get yourself a set of these screws here. These are the number 4 3.5 self-tapping screws. They sell them on the website as well. Links down below to both of those products. Now, you'll also need to do a little filing to make it fit perfectly. So you're definitely going to need a file with a flat side like this one. A bigger one is definitely going to be better, a wider one. This is what I had lying around, and this is what I've used for other pedals that I've done. So I'm using this one. You're obviously going to need a screwdriver. Get the plate screwed back on. I highly recommend that you have some eye protection. The last thing you want is metal filings in your eyes. Some hand protection. You do not want those sharp little pieces in your fingers. And of course, some nose and mouth protection, because you don't want to have metal filings in your lungs. And that's my dog having a little bit of a bark. Now, I also recommend that you get yourself a sanding block or some sanding paper and a brush or an old toothbrush, anything that you can use to brush away the shavings, and a receptacle. So I have a piece of butcher paper down right here that you won't see now, but when we go to the picture-in-picture, we go to the work camera, you will see. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is get our protective gear on. We want to protect our nose and mouth. We do not want to breathe in metal filings, and we want to get our eyes protected. We do not want metal filings in our eyes. That's going to be incredibly painful. Next, we're going to put everything else aside except for our 125B plate and our file. Now we'll go to the work camera here. And what we're looking to do is to reduce this slight edge we have here on the inside of the plate. Reduce it a little bit, and that's going to get us a nice even fit on the pedal. So we just have to shave it down. What I've noticed is that 2 passes are more than enough to get it to fit properly. And the way I do that is simply by, I'm going to try to get my fingers out of the way here, make it a little difficult, but you want to just evenly shave off this portion here, back and forth, and you might be able to see that there's already metal filings on my butcher paper. Okay, and then I like to do this. So I like to go back and forth the short way and then back and forth the long way. This is going to be a little hard to show on camera, so I'm just going to have to do it this way. Okay, and so you basically do that. You have the brush here, you brush it out. You have to switch sides. Just brush all that out, because of course you don't want metal filing, in your pedal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up and just show you how this gets done. You do it all the way around the pedal, the back plate of the pedal the same way. So here we go. Ah, I forgot something. Hand protection. Before we encounter any problems, let's get our gloves on. Okay, here we go. So now we can hold this like this, and we can become much more vigorous in our work. People who know better can tell me in the comments whether this is anything, but to me, going over the metal with a fine piece of sandpaper or sanding block seems to smooth everything out just a little bit. That might just be in my head. So now, when I take my gloves off and I run my fingers on there, it does feel smoother than it did the first time I did this and I left it without hitting it with the sanding block. So now we're going to go inside. We're going to try to put this plate on this TS1 and see how it fits. So now we're going to take our DS1, our 125B backplate, and our number 4 3/8 self-tapping screws along with our screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead and fix this to the back of this pedal there. First thing we're going to do is have to take off the screws. We'll go to the work camera here, see if we can see it. I like to take them off diagonally. So if I take this one off first, and before we finish that thought, we want to put those in a safe spot. This little table thing that I have here has a nice little indent right there. So if I take this one off first, then I want to go across. I'm going to take this one off now. And I put it in a safe spot. Same with this one. Start here at the bottom. Undo it. Put it in a safe spot, and then go across. The whole time I'm holding the plate with my thumb just so it won't spill out. Now, when you take this back plate off, you'll notice that there's a plastic part in there. I keep that plastic part in there because you just might need it. It's also going to protect that board. So now what we have to do is see how well our newly filed backplate is going to fit. So we just go ahead and put it over there, and as you can see, it is looking pretty good basically all the way around. So we're looking pretty okay so far. It looks like we did just enough filing. And now to that camera there, you can see there it is. It might be a bit bright, my apologies. Now I have a light back here. I'm trying to use as much light as I can. Okay, so we'll take these out of the bag. We'll try to put them on the plastic bag so they don't run from us. And same thing, we'll take one at a time. Now here's where one of these screwdrivers helps. The number 4 3/8 self-tapping screws that you need seem to react better to these other to this other head right here, the bigger Phillips head. So first things first, I need to reposition this so that it's fitting right. And then I hold it like that. Like that. So I have my index finger and my thumb holding it. And we do the same thing. Start on one side. Whoops. It's a little harder when you're trying to show the camera. And I just do a we seem to be having some difficulty there. So what we'll do, there we go. Just placing it on the flat surface helps. So I don't tighten all the way. I'll go back and retighten. I'll go over to the diagonal at the bottom and do the same thing. Get my screwdriver in. So it looks like this time I might actually be better served with the smaller one. And it looks like I'm right. Not sure why that's the case this time around, but it is. And that's why one of these screwdrivers is very useful. You can switch back and forth. So now we'll go to the bottom here. And again, we're just getting the screw in. No need to over tighten at this point. Let's get this one into the hole there. And there it goes. So as you can see, all 4 screws are in. All 4 screws are in. Now we're simply going to go back and give all of them a nice tightening. Oops. Careful not to overdo it. There we go. And now we have a nice flat surface there on which we can put Velcro and Velcro to our pedal board. So let me show the camera here. I'll come close. There's our pedal. There's our back. Whoop. There are our screws. Nice and flush. There you have it. It is done. So now you can put this pedal on your board. No problem. All right, I hope this has been helpful. All applicable links are down below. If you have questions, comments, concerns, those go in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, I hope this has been helpful, and I hope this helps you put some Boss pedals on your board. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.